yogis. My name is Tatiana and today I will be guiding you through a Restorative Yin Chair yoga practice. You do not need any props for this practice, you just need your chair. If you have a yoga mat, you can use your yoga mat, but it's not necessary. You can just be on the carpet or on a floor. The chair that is best for this is a chair with a straight back. Any kind of chair without armrests will do. And I will be giving you some modifications, so please practice accordingly, according to how your body is. Remember, your body is the boss and the teacher is the guide. And also keep in mind that you are practicing at your own risk. It's always a good idea to consult with your physician before starting a yoga practice, especially if you have injuries or some kind of serious limitations physically in your body. So please be mindful of that and practice ahimsa, non-violence, non-hurting towards yourself. One of the rules of practicing yoga. Namaste. In this practice, we will be holding poses, not strenuous poses, for extended periods of time. And there's a lot of breath meditation. So this practice can help you with anxiety and stress to diminish or to even alleviate sometimes the negative emotions that we're feeling, especially in times like this. And just see what it does for you. I personally absolutely love this practice. I think it's very helpful. And please follow along, do what you can, and feel free to come out of any pose when you need to. And let's start. So just sit comfortably in your chair for now. You can even lean back onto the back of your chair, but without slumping. Keep your back extended, chest open. And we're going to start with connecting with the breath, with your natural rhythmic breath. There is no need to change your breath or control it in any way. And throughout the practice, we will use our breath to stay present and relaxed. So tune into your breath. Sit up tall, but relax your shoulders. Become aware of your natural breath as you breathe in and out through the nose. A reminder, there is no need to alter or control your breath in any way. Just observe your breath for what it is in the moment and how it feels right now. Observe your each inhalation and each exhalation. You can close your eyes or half close your eyes. so you can better focus on your breath. Whenever a thought or another distraction arise, and they will, try to notice that. Try to notice the thought and then set it aside. You can always come back to it later. Whenever that happens, notice the thought and set it aside and come back to your breath meditation. Observing each and every breath and how it feels in the pose. As we take our body through the series of poses, I will be demonstrating the pose and the variations, and then I will be coming out of the pose so I can talk to you, but you will be staying in the pose until you hear me indicate that it's time to come out of the pose. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed and move as slow as you wish. Maintain the state of ease and awareness. From here, eventually, make your way to your child's pose. Step your feet apart. You can rest your elbows on your knees and relax the back and hang the head. Or, if you prefer, you can fold all the way down. So take your variation of your child's pose. Now surrender your upper body towards the ground. As the position of your body changes, your thought pattern may change, and your breath may change. These are all things to notice without judgment. And once again, when you notice your thoughts, set them aside and come back to observing each inhale and each exhale. Your breath becomes your anchor into the present moment. Everything else can wait. Allow your body to become as soft and fluid as your breath. Each time a thought enters your mind, notice it, set it aside, and come back to observing your natural breath. This is practicing breath meditation. It's not that you are expected to have completely clear mind. Instead, the thoughts will come and go, and it's part of the practice. Each time, come back to your natural breath, and each time you do that, you're building your mindfulness practice. You're building up your mental strength. Take your time, lifting yourself up, and we're moving into downward facing dog. So come up to standing, and you will be using your chair, the seat of your chair, for support. So stand in front of the seat of your chair. Place both hands with the fingers spread apart on the seat of the chair, and then take a step or two back. Soften the knees. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. And then see maybe if you need to come a little bit closer to the chair or maybe a little bit farther away. Your arms will be straight or as straight as you can get them. And then drop the chest. So trying to get the ears next to the upper arms. Again, bend the knees as much as you need to here. And hang the head. Stay in your downward facing dog. Resist the urge to move here or wiggle around. Instead, notice the sensations and cravings as you let your body soften into stillness. Notice changes to your natural breath as heat begins to build up in the body. Stay in your downward facing dog. Stay with your breath. To come out of the pose, bend your knees, take a couple of steps towards your chair, and then with the knees bent, slowly rise up. Take your time, and then we'll be sitting back down into the chair for our next pose. So take a sit on your chair towards the front of the seat. The next pose will be half pigeon, stretching the hips. So the variations are, if possible, bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. If this is not available to you, you will extend your left leg in front of you and place your right ankle on top of your left leg, letting the right knee fall out, creating this figure 4 with your legs. And here, once you found your appropriate leg configuration, you feel free to either stay lifted like this, if this is already enough stretch, or if your body allows for that, keeping the spine straight, reach the chest forward, tilt forward. This will exaggerate the stretch in your right hip. You can bring your elbows onto that right shin. Take your half pigeon on your own terms, at your own pace. If at any point the posture is so intense that you find it unable to relax, consider backing off. Maybe staying lifted, maybe taking figure 4 with your legs. Wherever you are, relax. Soften the hips. Soften the shoulders. Relax your jaw and your forehead. And then come back to your breath meditation. you observe your natural breath, let it be your cue for the body to relax and soften. With each exhale, you can let something go. Our thoughts can be tricky sometimes, giving emotions a rise. If you find yourself completely consumed by thoughts, emotions, or feelings, try not to judge yourself for it. Just notice and set it aside. Come right back to your breath. Your breath is an anchor to keep you present and calm. Take your time as you slowly rise and release the pose. Let's take a few relaxed, centering breaths right here. Settle into stillness. See if you notice any new sensations. Let's set up half pigeon on the other side. Either left ankle on top of the right knee or figure four with the left leg on top. Maybe staying lifted, maybe leaning towards the left shin. Take your time as you release into the pose. Release the tension along the way and stay present by observing your natural breath, the natural rhythm of your breath. Keep the spine extended wherever you are. Sometimes when we find ourselves in a very intense position, we tend to tense up both mentally and physically. If that's what is happening with you right now, then consider focusing on your breath even deeper. Allow your breath to soothe the body and mind. With each exhale, soften what you don't need. With each exhale, set something aside. Remember that the most important thing, the most important place your mind can be right now is right here on your chair, right here with your body. Everything else can wait. Our natural breath can teach us a lesson. On the nature, on the laws of nature, and on the nature of the law of Dharma. The law of nature is that everything that begins must end. The posture you're in right now will end. It's so much more important to be present, because all you have is the present moment. When this moment ends, the new one will begin. And then the next moment will end. So whenever you find yourself in a really tough position, remember that will end. Everything is temporary. Take your time as you slowly make your way back up. And then release the legs. Sit here in the symmetrical position, noticing all and every sensation. And now we'll be standing up for our wide-legged forward fold. Some of you will be using the chair for support, and some of you maybe will be folding down without support. So let me set you up for that. If you are using your chair, So stand in front of the chair with your feet parallel and as wide apart as comfortable for you. Keep your knees soft and then hinging at the hips. You can place your hands on the chair or maybe your elbows and then hang the head. And then see if you can bring a little bit more weight towards your toes. You can also use the back of the chair for support. If this is enough for you, you can be right here. Okay? If you're not using the chair, so your feet will be in that same position, wide apart and parallel. And then you can hinge at the hips and just release the hands down. Do not overextend the knees. So find your own forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. If you find that your lower back is rounding, bend the knees even more. Fold forward only to the extent where you start feeling a gentle pull in your hamstrings and in your groin. As time passes, you may be able to hinge forward a little bit deeper. And if you're feeling really flexible, release the upper body in between your feet all the way down. And if you're feeling really tight today, just feel free to keep your upper body as lifted as you need. And focus on the sensations in your legs. Follow your smooth, natural breath. And trust that with time, the tension will release. Do not force or rush. Make sure that your feet are still parallel. And now to really target the hamstrings, bring a little bit more weight towards the balls of your feet. Keep your heels grounding. Try to relax your shoulders, your neck, and your lower back. purpose of your breath meditation is not to clear your mind completely for 30 or 40 minutes straight, but instead to teach you to notice the thoughts as they arise, making you an observer of your own thoughts, and to teach you to set them aside and come back to your anchor, your natural breath. Every time you do that, every time you come back to your natural breath, you're building your mental strength. You're building up your mindfulness. Observing your natural breath is like observing yourself. How you physically react to situations. Being mindful that you are observing your thoughts and yourself without judgment, but instead take everything as it is, knowing that it's all part of your practice. Observing each inhalation and each exhalation. Take your time as you slowly rise up nice and slow. And then take a seat in your chair. Now extend the spine, reach the chest up, drop the shoulders, the very light bend in your back, gentle, lift the chin slightly, do not throw the head back all the way, very easy back bend, abdominals lightly engaged. Breathing here, natural breath. And release. Relax your back. So for this next one, I'm gonna show you two different variations. So if possible, maybe scoot back on your chair, and then if you can, place your heels on the seat of the chair And hug your knees into the chest. And if this is not available to you, bring your feet down and lay your chest on your knees, like this. And if neither of those work for you, just sit in a nice posture in your chair. Now find your pose. Once you're there, soften your shoulders and lengthen the back of your neck. You can do this by either keeping your neck extended, head in the neutral position, or if you have your knees into the chest, you can tuck the chin a little bit. Also, if your chest is on your legs, tuck the chin in a little bit. As you breathe in and out of your nose here, notice how your breath feels in this pose, without judgment. Notice where you feel the rise and fall of your body as you breathe in and out. And let your lower, middle, and upper back soften with each exhalation. Whenever you are ready, release the pose and come into your final relaxation position. Lean back onto your chair. Place your feet at any comfortable distance apart. You can extend the legs out long if that feels good. Your chin will stay neutral, so don't drop the chin down, don't bring it up. Let your toes relax. Find a comfortable placement for your hands on your legs, maybe folding your hands in your lap. Relax the fingers. Gently close your eyes and let your eyes relax. Let yourself completely and totally surrender. Let the seat of your chair completely receive the weight of the body. observing each inhale and each exhale. If your legs are extended, bend one knee at a time. And then sit up in your chair in a good posture. Keep your eyes closed for now. Now bring your hands together and rub them against each other. And then lightly cover your eyes with your hand. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes into your hands and take your hands away, bringing yourself back to awareness. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me, and I hope you can join me the next time. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.